Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to talk about something called dreaded orange spots today. This mostly affects people that make cold process soap, maybe hot process soap. Definitely not melt and pour since the bases are already made. This is not something you have to worry about. So if you're watching this video, I know I have a lot of people on my channel that follow melt and pour stuff. This is not for you, but you can stick around to learn. So dreaded orange spots is basically when your soap is showing you that there's something going wrong with it. And it can be a few things. A most common thing is rancid oils. It could also be the water that you're using is for like your lye water solution possibly is not a distilled water, or the pH balance is kind of off in that. It could also be just the way the soap oxidizes with the oils, the lye water ratio solution. I don't know how I want to word that so it makes sense. That could also be off balance. Sometimes soap with higher superfats tend to see this more. So I'm going to talk about it a little bit. We have, and I don't know how well you can see this. I'm going to try to get my camera to focus. So this is a more mild case of DOS. With this soap, I started seeing it with, about 6 months after it was cured. I started noticing the spots on it. I have gotten rid of most of it. This one only has one spot. This is an indent. So it is kind of hard to see, but you can see it's kind of an orange or a yellowing. It's pretty much through all of the colors. It's kind of what I wanted to show here. So it won't just look like, in the white it's orange. It's usually through multiple colors is a good way to see it or find it. Can you use the soap if you want? I suppose I've used it. It's not going to kill you. Do you want to sell the soap? Most likely not. It looks pretty hideous. Also, this batch, I threw all of the soap away except for this bar because I was seeing it throughout the entire bar. So that tells me that something in that recipe was definitely wrong. Now this one, you can see it really well. And this dreaded orange spot looks a little bit more brown. So I've also used the soap. Well, not really me, but somebody in my house used the soap. They don't know what to look for. Again, it's not going to hurt you. It should not really affect your skin, like if you utilize it, but I personally don't use them. I try to throw them away or get rid of them, and that's what I'm going to do with both of these bars. I was just waiting till I had another one come up so I could get you guys a really good example of what DOS is. This is the rest of the loaf on this. So far, I have not seen it in this. I've made several years ago. I'll link both of these in the videos of the recipes if you want them. I believe the recipes for both of these are good recipes, so I don't think it's something like that. I just think within this case, this soap is so old. It probably is just the oils are going bad in it. Sometimes that happens, unfortunately. Also, things like this soap may have been butting up against the other soap, causing the basically dreaded orange spots to kind of transfer. I've heard of that happening. I don't have any scientific proof of that. So if you know more about it, please leave me a comment. If you have any questions about dreaded orange spots, leave me a comment. Or if you know more, you want to add to the conversation, I love to hear it. I love to see it. So let me know. This is just one thing to look out for when you're a soap maker and formulating your recipes. It's also another reason why if you are like a first year soap maker, a lot of times you'll see people say you need to make soap for a year. Is not necessarily because we don't think you're skilled at it or that you're not capable of making soap before you sell it, but you also need to know what recipes are good recipes and bad recipes. I've used the same recipe for other soaps and it did not go bad. But I also had this one, when I made it, I knew I was using some oil that was kind of getting close to expiration, is what my point is. So basically, when you make things soap for a year, it gives you time to see things like this come through on your soaps. It gives you a good time, like a good amount of time for you to see, okay, is my recipe bad or is it my ingredients that are bad? That sort of thing. So if you learned something today, don't forget to like the video. If you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. subscribe. You can never say the word. Subscribe to my channel. It lets me know that you like the type of content I'm making, and that I will upload more content similar to that. Ugh, my tongue is tired. Okay, you guys have a good day.